Now that you're here, just leave everything outside. The kind of person that you are, the kind of success you've achieved, and the kind of problems that you have. Just come in as a human being. Welcome to MadMan. Let me ask you this. Are you a successful person? Now, if your answer is yes, congratulations. But if your answer is no, just like most people, I just want you to think about all those reasons because of which you consider yourself not successful. Now, let's look at the definition of successful, or at least here in America. You must own a house, you must have a car, a good amount of money in the bank, or a side income, or whatever. Now, the very definition of success is such that an average human being cannot achieve without wasting almost half of his life, which means the first half of the life of an average person is spent without being successful, always chasing for something. Now, is that fair? I mean, if you ask me, it's absolutely not fair. It's not fair at all. I mean, if we just consider for a moment that it is what being successful means, and if you just ask anyone, what does it take to become successful? Everyone will give you the same fucking answer. And what is that? That is, you need to work hard. Hard work, baby. Work hard, play hard. You know? But this work hard, the concept of working hard is such a deceptive concept that it can make anyone feel that he's not working hard, right? This very concept of working hard is such a deceptive concept that it can make anyone feel like he's not working hard. Now, just to give you an example, just think about a few moments. Think of a few moments that you think you worked hard, right? Just think about those moments. If you look at those moments, the only time you've ever considered yourself having worked hard is when you had some other fun things to do, when you could have done other things that you could have enjoyed more, but you chose to do that particular thing at that moment of time because you had something in your mind that you wanted to achieve. So, the very definition of hard work is that you must have given up on something, you must have sacrificed something in order to achieve something else that is in your mind. Now, if you take that concept and take it to anyone who is doing absolutely what he loves to do, he'll tell you he's never worked hard. Right? Uh, if you take the same concept to someone who absolutely loves painting, who absolutely loves creating music, and that's what he's been doing his entire life, if you take that definition to him, you'll probably prove him wrong. He'll prove that he's never worked hard in his life. He's never sacrificed something to do what he's doing. See? Now, just take a look at a mother. Now, when I say mother, I'm mostly referring to mothers in Nepal because that's what my background is. And whatever I'm saying may not apply to the mothers here in America. So, the things that I'm going to say is if you just take a look at a mother, right? She wakes up before everyone else does in the family. For the matter of fact, I can only remember a handful of times in my entire life when I woke up before my mother did. In all the other times, my mother would already wake up by the time I wake up. But what I'm trying to say is a mother wakes up before everyone else. She's already cooking breakfast and all the other meals for everyone. She's taking care of all the other things that needs to be taken care of in the house. She is doing absolutely everything required to turn a house to home. And all those things she's doing with a genuine smile on her face. Not the kind of smile that you see on the faces of people here in America. I mean, these smiles are the fakest kind of smiles I've ever seen in my life, man. It's as if they've been made to smile by putting a gun to their head, like smile right now, right now. If anyone meets me on the street, if anyone sees me on the street, and if you feel obliged to give that smile to me, I don't want it. Let me make it clear. So now, a mother does all those things with a genuine smile on her face, effortlessly. Now, if you take the same definition of success, same definition of hard work, and if you look at a mother, she's never worked hard. She's never dropped a single sweat doing all those things. She does not have $1 million sitting in the bank. And by her definition, she is not successful. That's the kind of definition that we have. It's not fair. Absolutely not fair. So I'm not saying this because people around you don't feel that you're successful. I'm saying this because even you don't think that you're successful. I mean, your very definition of successful, or your very definition of success is such that it is not possible. It is absolutely not possible for every single person on this earth to be successful. I don't think there is enough resources, there's enough number of houses, there's enough number of dollars, or there's enough amount of dollars for everyone to be considered successful in the definition that you have of successful. It is mathematically not possible. And our very definition of success is based on comparison. Now you're always comparing yourself with the surrounding, and you're coming to the conclusion that you're more or less successful than the people around you. And just like one of my previous videos, free will does not exist. And if you watch this video, but there are these 2 points that you must think about, and that is, you did not choose to be born to a particular family. In other words, you did not choose to have a certain kind of genes, and you did not choose to be brought up in a certain kind of environment. In other words, you did not choose to have a certain kind of concepts of what is right and a certain kind of concepts of what is wrong. And those two major things is what you've been using your entire life to determine whatever that you've done yet. So the very base that you're using was not in your hands, and it is different from everybody else. Just like a fingerprint, it is unique in itself. So your battle is not with people around you, your battle is with yourself. Now the definition of success is such that if in an ideal world, if government decides to give everyone a house and everyone a certain amount of money, and whatever it takes to become successful, I mean, if government decides to give everyone that, then you won't feel successful because you are just same as people around you. That is the very kind of the definition of success that you're chasing. And that is exactly why I feel like there must be another definition of success that everyone can achieve. No matter what kind of background you come from, the definition of success should be such that everyone should be able to achieve. And the definition is this: in a day, if just for a few moments you can drop every single thing that you think you've gathered, What I mean by that? What I mean by that is drop whatever kind of person you think you are. Drop whatever kind of amount of money you've collected yet. Now, what I mean by drop, I don't mean that you give it to a charity or something. Just drop the idea that you have a certain amount of money. Just drop the idea that you're successful. Just drop all the ideas of the kinds of problems you have. Now, just drop everything and just stay quietly in the moment. Now, if you're able to do so without a single thought bothering you, without a single thought telling you to pick up your phone and start playing on your phone, without a single thought telling you to do anything besides whatever you're doing now, without a single thought telling you that I'm getting bored, I don't want to sit here. If you can just do that without a single thought bothering you, just drop everything and sit quietly, just being life, not being the kind of person that you are, the kind of thing that you think you are, just being life. If you can just sit quietly for a few moments in a day, congratulations. You are successful. You are successful. Now you don't have to waste any more time for anyone else to declare that you are successful, because you are successful. You were born successful. Just like a river. A river does not need anything outside of the river to become successful. A tree does not need anything outside of the tree to become successful. A bird does not need anything outside of the bird to become successful. Just in the similar fashion, you don't need anything outside of you to become successful. You are successful. Now it is a fair game. Now, no matter what kind of background you're from, no matter if you've never gone to school, no matter if you've never seen money, if you can just sit quietly, dropping everything, every idea that you think you are, if you can just sit quietly, being the life that you are successful. Now you don't have to wait for half of your life to become successful. You were successful when you were born, you'll be successful when you die, and you'll be successful every single moment of your life. Thank you for tuning in and have a wonderful rest of the day. See you tomorrow. Thank you.